Good afternoon. I just want to give a quick update on the officer-involved shooting that happened back in July 2014. Yesterday, the Wichita County Grand Jury met and they cleared Officer Chad Nelson of his actions involving the shooting on July 3rd, 2014. The Wichita Falls County Grand Jury returned 2 indictments on Roy Philip Johnston for aggravated assault on a police officer. To recap what happened, back on July 3rd, the officers were dispatched to the apartment complex at 5516 Professional Drive. We had numerous calls from 911 from neighbors. They could hear disturbance upstairs. When officers arrived, they knocked and announced their presence. They could hear a female crying inside, and they also hear a male telling the police officers to go away. When the female finally opened the door, Officer Chad Nelson was able to escort the female out. At that time, he encountered Johnston, who had a long rifle, and pointed it at Officer Nelson. Officer Nelson then discharged his weapon 4 times. He shot the suspect once in the torso. At that time, they called for AMR and first responders. They administered first aid until they got there. Our investigation by the Office of Professional Conduct is in the final stages of completion. I'll answer any questions that you may have.
So does that mean Chad Nelson isn't back on normal duty yet?
Right now he's in the CIS division, and he'll remain there for a short period of time, and then he'll resume his duties back on patrol.
So what was happening inside of that apartment between the man and the woman?
The neighbors called in as it was a fight, a family disturbance. They could hear stuff crashing around, a woman crying. We actually had 2 neighbors call in 911 about the disturbance.
Were there drugs or alcohol involved?
Not that I know of.
Gotcha. And then had the man threatened the woman with that weapon that he threatened officers with?
That I'm not for sure of. I know she was assaulted physically, but as far as the weapon, I'm not for sure.
Okay.
Are there any charges being brought against him for the assault of the woman, or is it just for the 2 for the officers?
It was rolled up for the assault of the female, but as far as charges, I'm not for sure at this time.
Out of curiosity, was his gun loaded?
No, it wasn't. The weapon was a Winchester .30-30 rifle.
Any idea why he was not indicted for attempted capital murder?
I'm not for sure. We give the case to the district attorney's office. They in turn present it to the Wichita Falls Grand Jury. And,
Just a decision made by the grand jury then?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Or the DA's office.
Does it mean how long you're sort of bail or anything like that, or?
As far as I know, it's the original bail he was booked in on.
Okay.
And do you know when y'all's investigation might wrap up? Do you have a timeline for that?
The internal affairs investigation, I'm sure within the next week.
Okay.